Hi, I'm Becca from My Crazy Good Life. Today we're making coconut mocha bars. They're delicious, they're really easy, and you probably have everything in your pantry to make them right now. So we're gonna make the bottom of the bars first, and we use unsweetened shredded coconut, coconut oil, and a little bit of honey for that. So I'm gonna put it all in the food processor. So I just pulse this on low until it all blends together nicely. This looks to be pretty perfect. I'm going to pull this out and use it and pour it on the bottom of my pan to make the base. So we've already greased the pan just so that it doesn't stick. I really don't think that it would stick much if you didn't grease it because of all the coconut oil that's in it. So you can smash a bit here, but it's definitely easier to use something like a cup to make sure that it's super packed down. Otherwise, when you go to cut these and serve them, it's gonna be a mess. So you wanna make sure that you push this down as much as you can. So once the base is formed, you can go ahead and stick this in the freezer while we make our homemade chocolate. Now we're gonna make our pantry chocolate. And so this chocolate recipe has some espresso in it. It's very fine powdered espresso, and it's just a little bit, but it's just enough that it gives it a little bit more of a depth of flavor. And so you can keep it out if you'd prefer not to add that in, but it's definitely a delicious addition. I've also microwaved the coconut oil and the honey just so that they mix together a little bit better, and we want this to be like a very thin consistency so that we can pour it right on top of the bars. So we have cocoa powder, vanilla, our ground espresso, and then our honey and coconut oil. So if you can just mix this really well, you'll see that it slowly starts to, the clumps start to come out of it, and it makes for just a really smooth topping for these bars. All right, so we have the frozen base layer of the coconut bars, and then we have the homemade chocolate layer that's gonna go on top. We're just gonna pour this on. We are not looking for perfection here. Once you get it all poured on, you're just gonna wanna move it around a little bit, make sure that it's coated everywhere. And then we're gonna stick this back in the freezer for about 5 minutes. So I just pulled these out of the fridge and they look great. I sprinkled some coconut before I stuck them in the fridge just to make them look pretty. I love using the square pan for this because I can get equal portions. It's much easier to do it that way. You could also put them in a muffin pan if you want to, like a mini muffin pan, and portion them out. And so I'm gonna cut them up and enjoy one after dinner tonight, and I hope that you guys enjoy them as well.